Live deep in the heart of West Texas is the James Hendricks Show. And the title of this episode is from the Hendricks Center for Advanced Conservative Studies. I meant to record yesterday, but exigent circumstances. Very good exigent circumstances. Things are looking good. What can I say? Things are looking good. And so, we're going to talk about, we're covering some news items of faith. How about that? And not really so much of the reactive bullcrap. I've been looking through some news articles. There is this lady, a native Pennsylvania, who is running for the U.S. Senate, competing with the likes of Dr. Oz and some other people. And really, a lot of faith-based people. If you're in Pennsylvania, I hope you back her on the ticket, because she's faith-based, she's down to earth, and support. Now, unfortunately I don't know her name. I know she's a Republican. That doesn't mean that I back all Republicans, because there are some establishment Republicans that there is no way I would back them. And there are some liberal Democrats that there's no way that I back them. However, if you get conservatives in both parties, I'll back them all the way. Because the way I see it, I am a conservative federalist. And so, someone like her needs to be in power. People that are grassroots, okay? Seriously. She calls for a citizen legislature, and really and truthfully right now, I call for a citizen legislature. Here's my thing. If you're in the House, U.S. House, you should serve 3 terms max. If you're in the Senate, 2 terms. That's just how it is. I mean, Congress shouldn't be a place for people to stay. It's a place for people to, form up their views, maybe be a stepping stone to some other political offices, or even return back to the business world. That's how it's set up in Texas. It's a citizen legislature. It's the way the Constitution's set up. But you hear from these socialists, they don't want a state legislature. There is another news source from CBN, a Christian psychologist who recommended such ideas to cope with the depression, as in diet, good socialization, and really and truthfully avoid watching the news. One thing he says is that lately, all the news wants you to do is just react. Get you all anxious. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm interested in current events. I'm interested in political events. Don't get me wrong. But I also know my health and limitations. I tend to suffer from high blood pressure. Last thing I need is to get up in a ladder, because I remember something that got me up in a ladder about 3 years ago. That got me some serious problems there. Yeah, so there we go. Kind of cut back on some of your news consumption, because I think anymore it's about debate societies. The news ain't like, hey, look at the facts from this angle, and look from the facts from that angle. In fact, I don't know if journalism ever was that way. Okay, I'm only 52 years old. Some people say that journalism at one time was fair and objective. I can't honestly say that. Truth is, it is idiocy to think that we can trust the news all the time. You get depressed. I remember when Trump was elected president, first inaugurated for Shoot, I remember his first year in office. You know, the lamestream media. You know, Mama had that on TV. Oh, how terrible, you know, Russia, you know, all this crap. And I would go to my room and just shut it down. Shut it down, because if you're looking out for your mental health, you need to watch what you have in your spirit. Okay? We know plenty about this speech that Joe Biden said, you know, about Putin. If it's even about Putin, Lord knows this man should not be in power. I mean, I won't even play on that, okay? Okay? To borrow words from my generation in the 1980s, homie, don't play that. Okay? So, homie, don't play that. Okay? And Will Smith punching Chris Rock. Guys, the news media and Hollywood live in a bubble. And that bubble is called reactive herd think. And they want people to follow the herd. Okay? I remember when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I used to think that was the coolest thing in the world. Despite the fact that my grandfather was trying to tell me that ain't necessarily the case. And then he died. And for some reason, not long after he died, my eyes got opened. My eyes got opened. See, our reactive culture is about one thing as far as the news is concerned, entertainment is concerned. Create a big buzz, create a big problem. Kind of like yeah, and after seeing this and feeling this for 32 years, I just want to say, knock it off. Stop following the herd. You know, there are some people that buy into the fear deal. Even though COVID's on their way out, they firmly believe, oh, we got to get the booster. They buy into the propaganda. Now listen, I ain't saying that I am against the booster or for the booster. I myself feel like, in many ways, I don't need one. Unless otherwise authorized and asked for by an internal medicine doctor, okay? You get it? Okay, good. Now, listen to me and listen to me good. I think in such cases it's prudence. And quite frankly, I think COVID's on the way out. That being said, though, if you are sick but you still feel like you can function and go places, wear a mask. I'm not saying it needs to be mandated. No, okay. That age is over. People are sick of it. But if you're sick, you know you got to go somewhere, wear a mask. Do what you can to stay home, but if you feel like you need to go, wear a mask. You might say, well, but Jimmy, that's not what most conservative people are saying. No. Too many of them are turning a health concern into a political issue, and it shouldn't be. I'll protest about this. I'll protest about that. Guys, come on. Don't you think the American people have had enough? Yes, if you feel like you got to do that, do that. But don't follow the herd, okay? Look, whether it's conservatism or socialism, groupthink is dangerous, okay? We are on a Christian crusade for Jesus Christ to take over America. And Messiah is the answer. Now, I hope you enjoy listening to the James Hendricks Show. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of receiving those daily updates. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, take care and become proactively informed. Go out there and bless the world. The American dream is still alive, folks. We're on our way back up again. We just do the right things. Take care. Okay? Take care. Listen to me. God bless you. Have a blessed day. Please, please, Have a blessed day.